Well, guys, it's finally happened. It's finally happening. And we've known it's coming for a while. We know it's going to be a reality, but we have the confirmation now. Kevin Feige confirms that in order to keep up with the current slate of MCU movies in the future, you will have to watch the Disney Plus shows, because the MCU shows on Disney Plus are going to tie directly into the MCU, actually finally completing what we were promised all the way back in 2012 when they announced the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show that would be running simultaneously and concurrently with the MCU. It will confirm that we finally get anything else with Daredevil or Jessica Jones or The Punisher or Iron Fist, which they currently are alluding to recasting, are going to end up being part of the MCU proper, with a whole bunch of crossovers and a whole bunch of other stuff. So according to a Bloomberg interview with Feige, he says, if you want to understand everything in the future Marvel movies, you will probably need a Disney Plus subscription, because events from the new shows will factor into forthcoming films like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. The Scarlet Witch will be a key character in that movie. And Feige also goes on to say that Loki series will tie in too. And then he says, I'm not sure we've actually acknowledged that before, but it does. No, you've never acknowledged it before. In fact, Feige, when it came to the interconnectivity of the MCU, which fans have been demanding for years, they've been begging and pleading for years to see the Daredevil and Netflix shows cross over to the MCU proper, to finally get Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. back on track with the MCU as a whole and actually have that interconnectivity, which we haven't seen since like the ending of season 2. Everyone's been asking for it, and you've been very coy and very, very polite when responding, but still giving relative non-answers, because quite frankly, that's all you really could do given everything that happened with Ike Perlmutter and how he totally effed it all up, and he totally was a jerk about it, and he totally screwed you, and I get it, and now you're in control, you're in command. It's Feige's time. It is Feige's time, and you get to finally see that dream, which I know was pretty much your idea, realized, and it's confirmed now. It's confirmed. Now, I mean, like I said, we knew that it was coming. We knew that this was going to be a reality, that this was actually going to be happening. We know that was going to be the case. But to have it actually said out loud is good. To have him actually say that you're going to have to watch Vision or Wanda Vision in order to be able to fully understand everything that's going on in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which does also kind of lead to the new theory that the next big bad guy is actually probably going to be a Scarlet Witch, which could be a thing considering in the comics she does go full ham. There's that whole No More Mutants storyline, which will be down the road, I think, but I have a feeling they're going to do it. And then also to have the Loki series tie into it too is going to make a lot of sense, because the Loki series, I believe, is also going to tie in with Thor, Love and Thunder. I think we're going to finally see Loki come back into the fold, and he's going to be a big part of Thor, Love and Thunder, because that love could also, be about brotherly love. And he could, at this point now, have become more of an evolved character through his journeys on the Loki TV show, which will be starring Tom Hiddleston. So yes, that Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel. I mean, we already know Miss Marvel was going to be confirmed, right? Because the Miss Marvel was going to get like a 6-episode introductory series, and then that character or that actress, whoever's going to be playing Kamala Khan, would be heading off into the MCU probably for a Captain Marvel 2 team up, because we know at this point they're going to need somebody to team up with Carol Danvers in order to make the series even remotely interesting going forward. And a lot of team up movies are going to be what Marvel's looking for. So establishing the characters through Disney Plus shows and then bringing them up to the big leagues, you got like the minors and the majors, if I'm using a baseball metaphor here correctly. But I think that's going to be really cool. And just imagine the crossover that is actually going to be overseen by Kevin Feige. None of this LA and New York crap. None of the Marvel Studios and Marvel Television disconnect. The casualty of all that was Jeff Lowe, who I think tried to do the best that he could do. I really do. I think he tried to do the best that he could do. And I would like to see him actually be given the opportunity to work alongside Feige, because he has the knowledge of these characters and the knowledge of this particular, Marvel Television universe. But it makes sense that in regards to there being a power play, he probably felt that it was best time for him to move on. And I get that, and I understand that. But man, it's cool to have that confirmation finally. It's great to have that confirmation of everything we've already known was going to happen. But just to finally be able to go, okay, okay, I don't have to I'm not looking for these headlines and these articles from these red carpet events of so will we see Daredevil in Infinity War or Endgame? Will there be a reference to the Netflix shows? And then Kevin Feige going well, we haven't fully discussed that, but keeping it coy, keeping it vague. And I get why you had to do it, but now that the veil is off, man, the Band-Aid has been ripped off. We know where things are going. We know where things are headed. Give us the information. Announce Daredevil. If the rumors are true that it's going to be on FX, that they're going to give Daredevil and Jessica Jones their own shows on FX with Charlie Cox and Kristen Ritter, then announce it. And I know you can't, not for another year. I get that. But as a fan who's been patiently waiting for a year, I am waiting for more of a Daredevil announcement. And you could kind of announce the Defenders because that ended 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago. So you have that cool off period. You could put those characters in. And then by the time that's done, they could be working on their own shows because the other 2 years would be up. Just saying there's that front too. The MCU is confirmed to be whole. And as a fan of the past 11 years, as a diehard MCU buff, I'm excited. I can't wait. And it's going to be a very interesting next couple years, especially when they start dropping shows like Moon Knight and She-Hulk. That's where we're going to see a lot of fan favorites pop up. And I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of content coming out of that world. And that's only going to really help build up the movie side of things. And at the end of the day, make Disney an insane amount of money, which is what they want anyway. And hey, I want it because then they keep making it, right? Anyway, your thoughts, your opinions. How do you feel about this? Are you super excited? Not excited? I want to hear your thoughts. I've made it this far. Type MCU into the chat so I know. Be sure to also like the video, thumbs it up. If you want to become a patron, there's going to be an ad playing after this. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out. This video is supported by patrons like you. If you'd like to become a patron, please head over to patreon.com/Matt Jarbo.